It must have been a really, really interesting week to be in Georgia, because while the Falcons are arguably one of the worst teams in football right now on the NFL side, those Bulldogs, they sure know how to win some football games. Uh, do you want to start with that? I feel like that's the bit of the elephant in the room, right?
Look, what did I say last week? Georgia knows how to play close games, but against Texas, they're going to destroy Arch Manning. And what did they do?
They destroyed Arch Manning.
They destroyed Arch Manning. If we did BTA for college, which may be a segment in the future, Georgia would absolutely take the cake on this one.
Yeah, no, Georgia kind of took care of business. I had Texas winning this game. I'm not upset about being wrong. Um, I mean, I thought it could go either way. It obviously did not, but Georgia takes care of business and solidifies themselves as maybe the best SEC team.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe.
I think they are the best SEC team. Obviously, a lot of that is opinionated. Statistically, they have not been as good as A&M, but I would definitely give Georgia the nod on that one.
Well, let's look at everything else that happened from this past week. Clemson. They upset Louisville. We were like, oh, Clemson won't win. Clemson, why would they win? They won. So I guess we're both wrong on that front.
Yeah,
I don't know how Louisville takes that loss.
that's pretty unfortunate because that kind of ends the
Yeah.
Louisville's playoff chances, whatever chances they had.
Oregon took care of business. Texas A&M. Oh, Texas A&M gave everybody a heart attack.
What a
they
game!
they really mounted a comeback against South Carolina. Impressive.
Yeah,
Impressive stuff.
that's an impressive game. I think it says a couple of things about A&M. I think it shows us that they're not the best team in the SEC because if you play that bad of a half of football, I don't think you can be considered as good as teams like Georgia or Alabama or at this point Oklahoma even. But I think it also says a lot about the resiliency of the team.
I say the grit.
Because a lot of teams crumble in that situation. I mean, the teams that we've talked about, like the BYU's, the teams that are kind of Georgia Tech, the teams that are kind of overperforming and getting it done at the top. But the A&M did not crumble this week, so I got to give them credit on that.
Yeah, I don't know. A&M is kind of showing up. They're not pumpkining out like everyone thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Arizona took care of Cincinnati like we thought. Michigan took care of Northwestern. Indiana won against Wisconsin. Navy beat South Florida. I know our South Florida Bowl fan is very devastated, but that seemed inevitable.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Rip their season. Notre Dame beat Pittsburgh as they should have. Miami beats NC State. Virginia beat Duke. A couple of normal games here. USC beat Iowa. I think me and you were split on that game. I might be wrong on that. I know I picked USC.
I think I had Iowa in that one for sure. Yeah, I definitely went with Iowa.
Close game. I think
But they
Iowa
did
had
not get it done.
I think Iowa had the ball late, but weren't able to really do much with it. They needed a
Yeah.
touchdown. USC was able to hang on. Texas Tech beats UCF. Georgia Tech beats Boston. Barely beats Boston College. That was scary. That was very scary.
Yeah, it took a last-second field goal. Did you see that Boston College senior that played his last home game and was sitting on the field after for like hours in his uniform, just
I
taking it
didn't see
all in
that.
one last time?
Man,
Yeah,
that's
that's pretty
crazy.
tough. And it's also, it's kind of it feels like a tough win for Georgia Tech because having to beat a team like Boston College by a field goal. Yeah, I think it just kind of shows that Georgia Tech's season is kind of over. I mean, at least their chances of beating Georgia in the last week they're still alive. They could go and beat Georgia, but I'm not sure if
If,
that's enough to get them in the playoffs.
well, it'll if they can go and win the ACC title, I think that'd be enough.
If
That's
they win the ACC title, they're in, but
yeah.
that'd be tough.
It's a tough task, but I think it's doable. But it would take a lot.
They would need
Um,
to win out and beat Georgia in the last week
they
to do
would.
that.
Tennessee beat New Mexico State. Ole Miss escaped Florida. I know that game was a 10-point game. It was not a 10-point game that they played. They escaped
Mhm.
Florida there. But I guess they survived one more week.
Yep.
That is the most fraudulent team in college. I'm sorry. They just
Oh
are.
my gosh.
Ole Miss,
Fraudulent.
they are the most fraudulent team. I don't know. You're not saying like you disagree. So that's all I'm saying.
I mean, honestly, if I had to pick a team out of the top 15, a team that I think is most likely to drop, I I would have to I would have to say BYU in the at 11. I just kind of feel like a Big 12 team like that lost a game to Texas Tech. I'm not sure how good they actually are. But if we want to look at SEC teams, I think Ole Miss is definitely, they played a lot of close
They're
games.
in that discussion.
Um, which it's interesting because that's a trait that we give Georgia credit for, but yet we diss teams like Ole Miss for. And I think it goes back to kind of the
The
what Georgia
history.
has proven. I believe I
Yep.
mentioned this on the last episode.
Yeah.
When you're a perennial national championship contender, and have all the national championships that they have under Kirby Smart, who, by the way, something we didn't mention earlier, had one of the craziest calls we've ever seen with the
No.
onside
Yeah.
kick at the end. I mean, how do you like? Who would have thought that? That is just, if it didn't work, it would have been very confusing. But it worked, so he gets a lot of praise for it. But yeah, very strange.
It's also why Alabama's allowed to lose to Oklahoma. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that game because we both picked Bama. I was high on Oklahoma. The one time I don't pick them, they win. So you know what? Okay, Sooners.
Look, Oklahoma's better than we thought. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that Big 12 is a conference of all offense, no defense. And so for Oklahoma in just their second SEC season to have this good of a defense when they change conferences, I think that's actually pretty impressive. They're one of the few teams that's made a big conference change and has actually looked prepared for it.
Um, Utah beat Baylor. Ohio State beat UCLA, and BYU beat TCU. So a bunch of expected games there. So my information is not serving me correctly because I don't believe I have the correct rankings after this week. Do I? Maybe I do. Okay, so let me make sure here. I'm gonna fact check with you. Who is 25 in your rankings? The ones that you're looking at?
I got Houston in the AP and Tennessee in the college football playoff one.
So that's neither of what I have. So you're gonna momentarily hear me filling space as I find the correct one because the one I have is from last week where Cincinnati was still in the top 25, which I can assure you they are not.
Yeah,
Um,
that is old news right
Here,
there.
you want to switch to you want to do the AP or you want to do the college football playoff one?
I think at this point, as later into the year we get, I think looking at the college football playoff standing might be the correct one, correct call at this point. But no matter which one you look at, the top three
Top
teams
is the
are
same.
consensus. You got Ohio State at 1, Indiana at 2, Texas A&M at 3. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the AP rankings, which has all 25 teams. I'm gonna name off all the rankings, and you stop me when you get to one
Oh,
you
you're gonna
you
take
really
control
don't
this week.
like.
Go for it.
I'm gonna take charge of the situation. All
Go
right,
for it.
Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, Texas A&M 3. We got Georgia at 4, Ole Miss at 5. Then we got Oregon at 6, Texas Tech at 6. Now actually they are tied. They have the same amount of voting points, but they gave Oregon the edge. And then you have Oklahoma at 8, Notre Dame at 9, Alabama at
I'm gonna
10,
stop you
BYU
here. I'm
11.
gonna stop you here.
Oh,
Alabama being behind Notre Dame is ridiculous to me. That is
oh,
that is
okay.
insane to me. I know that Notre Dame's losses look better. Alabama is a significantly better team. I think if they played each other, Alabama would win by like 10. So
I mean, I agree with that, but Notre Dame is on. They started off 0 and 2, and we gave them
whatever,
a lot of
whatever.
a lot of
You know how I
what.
feel about them.
I know,
Continue.
I know, but they are in an 8-game winning streak. I think we got to give them some credit. Um, okay, BYU at 11, Vanderbilt 12, Utah 13, Miami 14, Georgia Tech 15, USC 16. Texas only drops to 17. I thought it was going to be a lot worse with a game like that and being a 3-loss team, but that SEC pedigree is keeping them up there. Michigan 18, Virginia 19, Tennessee 20, James Madison, JMU getting it done. North Texas as well. We have a couple of sleeper teams up here. Missouri at 23, Tulane 24, Houston rounds out the AP poll at 25.
No, that honestly, aside from what I talked about, seems just about right. Not really too much for me to say there. I wanna, before we wrap up, obviously look ahead to this coming week, and we will close out the show with that. But let's kind of split. You know what? I want to do this. No thinking. I want immediate prediction. Basically, we're gonna speed run this. Are you
We're
ready?
rapid firing
Rapid
right
fire.
this.
We're gonna lightning round this for this week. We're gonna make
Okay,
this
okay.
fun. Ready? So you get. I'll give you about 3 seconds to think, and then you got to pick.
Oh, I can go right now.
All right. Ready? A&M and
Ready?
Stanford. A&M.
A&M,
Missouri and Oklahoma. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma,
Miami and Virginia Tech. Miami, but I'm gonna
Miami,
put this game on upset alert. I'm gonna put
Oh,
this game on upset
okay.
alert.
That's tough.
Rutgers and Ohio State. Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Louisville and SMU. SMU.
I'm going Louisville on this one, actually. I don't think SMU's that good.
I think SMU can upset Louisville, personally.
Back-to-back upsets for Louisville, that'd be kind of wild.
That'd be funny. I'd laugh. I'd just laugh, honestly. Uh, Georgia, Charlotte, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia might win this game by 80, but knowing them, they'll
How
beat
do some of
themselves.
these games get scheduled? My best question. Like Georgia,
Charlotte
is
must
just,
have paid these guys like 20 million or something. I mean, this is
dude, good money
this
for
is crazy.
Charlotte. Good money for Charlotte. Good job.
Yeah.
Um, Eastern Illinois, Alabama, Alabama.
Yeah, give me Alabama. Man, this just everyone's paying the bad schools to play this
They
week. What
just
is
didn't want
going
to play
on?
competition this year.
Yeah,
South,
give me Bama on this one.
um, because I'm gonna have to pull up the full schedule here, but some of these games are not ranked. But South Florida, UAB,
South Florida, I
South
guess.
Florida.
And it'd be kind of disappointing if they lost again.
Um, I see Vandy and Kentucky.
Give me
Give me Vanderbilt.
Give me Kentucky in an upset in this one. I feel like
Uh-huh.
Kentucky's bound to break one. Give me the Wildcats on this one.
I'm currently switching to ESPN schedules as this is happening because my thing is still incorrect. Uh,
Mm.
all right. Is there anything else here? I definitely am missing a few games. Um, I'm sure you want to talk about. I'm sure you want to talk about this game. Um, we have. Oops, sorry, I just lost it. There it is. Um, we have what? Does that say what I think it says?
Oh boy, what do you see?
So I don't know. Is that a USC Oregon game this week that I see?
That is a USC Oregon game.
Give me USC.
But
Okay, okay. Give me Oregon.
no, give me
Give me
Oregon. I
Oregon.
don't know. I'm not fully sold on USC. I'm gonna be honest, even though they've won a couple of pretty competitive games over the last couple of
No, no,
months.
no. Yeah, yeah. Give me Oregon. I'm
But
trolling.
I don't know. I like Oregon in this one. I'm
I,
gonna go with Oregon.
I'm in full troll mode right there. Give me Oregon. Uh, Notre Dame plays Syracuse. Give me Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Texas plays Arkansas. Texas has to win. They have to, which they will. They'll beat Arkansas.
Texas will win this game. Arch Manning, this is a big game for Arch Manning. He has to have a good one.
Um, Iowa plays Michigan State. Give me Iowa.
I'm actually going to go Michigan State on this one. Don't know why we're covering that game.
I'm just looking. I'm scrolling through here. I'm picking apart extra games to be given some non top 25 love. That's what I decided I'm gonna do.
Interesting.
We haven't talked about them in a while. I just want to mention them because they're a big market. UNC versus Duke is this week in football.
Versus who?
Duke.
Oh, Duke.
UNC, I
if
guess.
Bill Belichick loses to a basketball school, it might just be time to hang it up.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win it, but they are on upset alert and retirement alert.
I'm just throwing games out here, man. We got Utah plays. Does that say KSU? Does that say Kansas
That is
State?
Kansas State right there. Give me Utah on this
Give me
one. I mean,
Utah.
come on. Oh, to put into perspective how bad of an opponent Kansas State is to play, Oklahoma State almost beat them last week.
Thanks.
I mean, they're a few turnovers away from winning that game, so Kansas State is not in order right now.
Michigan, Maryland. Give me Michigan.
Give me Michigan. I mean, come on.
Houston, TCU. Give me Houston.
Yeah, Houston's gonna win this one.
Currently still scrolling. Georgia Tech plays Pittsburgh. Give me Georgia Tech.
I'm hoping for a Georgia Tech win. Don't have a good feeling about this game, though. I think Pittsburgh is going to come in with the upset and kind of kill Georgia Tech's season.
Tennessee plays Florida in Florida. Give me Florida.
Oh, my gosh. You were so high on Florida. Tennessee's winning this game.
No.
Florida is riding the wave of beating Notre Dame in like week 2. They're not. I don't think they're that good.
I'm taking Florida. We can agree to disagree. I'm taking Florida.
Right.
Trying to find if there's any other notable games. Illinois plays Wisconsin for what it's worth. Give me Illinois.
Yeah.
BYU plays Cincinnati. BYU has to win. Give me BYU.
Yeah, BYU needs to win. Cincinnati lost last week and fell out of the rankings. I like BYU in this matchup.
Is there any other important games that I did not say that you're missing here?
I mean, you got to mention North Texas and Rice. I mean, come on now.
My apologies to North Texas and Rice. Give me North Texas.
The ranks. You gotta. All right, give me the ranks North Texas on this one
The
over Rice.
the one
I like that
the one team
match.
I'm trying to find here, which I didn't see their game, is James Madison. But
JMU is play. I saw them earlier. They're playing Washington State.
give me JMU.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
JMU.
They need to win
I
that.
don't think I missed any other games. I don't think you missed a game. So unless you have anything else, that will wrap up episode 12 for me.
Oh, that's it from me.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then that'll do it for Sideline to Speedway. Uh, we will hopefully get to talk about how correct we are next week as we inch closer and closer to the college playoffs. We inch closer and closer to the NFL playoffs. Hopefully, the Chiefs prove me right and they don't sell to the Colts. That would be a double-edged sword for me. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But all things considered, thank you guys so much for joining us on Sideline to Speedway. We'll see you guys next week for episode and week 13.
Thank you, guys.